I'm a big fan of when shows set aside time to codify their own power systems and mechanics, and as such, I really like the cold open where Sorato and Kosei are experimenting with Rekiness. Though it feels a touch strange that the support piece can be active longer than most ultras at 10 minutes, but I suppose it makes sense in that the Meteo Kaiju technically take the place of defense team mecha of a more conventional ultra series. Sorato and Kosei were always going to have a story where they have a bit of a falling out due to their very contrasting personalities, but I'm not sure this is the best placement for it. Rather than a true spat, it's more of a one-sided thing from Kosei, who is emotionally lashing out at Sorato due to feeling his own inadequacies. It works as a direct follow-up to the previous episode because by now they've established Ayumu's career path and how Sorato wants to move forward in spite of his amnesia, and so Kosei feels left behind because he is comparatively aimless. My issue is that it is also framed around Kosei feeling like he can't contribute to the group regarding kaiju matters in the same way Sorato and Ayumu can, and that doesn't really juxtapose well with the cold open, which explicitly establishes Sorato can't summon or control Rekiness like Kosei can, so he does have something new and dynamic that he can provide. Maybe if the Meteo Kaiju were introduced a little later as to not clash with this character beat, or we had a few instances of the Meteo Kaiju being comparatively inadequate to Omega as a build-up to this character node, I think it would present better. But as it exists, I'm kind of lukewarm on the way it plays out. Adding to this is that the battle of the episode also concludes with the climactic showcase of a new form for Omega, wherein Rekiness literally becomes an accessory for the Ultra, and it doesn't map all that nice onto Kosei finding his own resolve and confidence, because he's technically lost an extension of his own autonomy. Not even sure what the armor up achieves, cause it's not like Omega and Rekiness were really losing prior. The character who catches onto and breaks Kosei out of his funk is the warehouse's landlord, Saburo Oya. It's just Ryo Kinomoto playing Gosuke Hibiki from Ultraman Dyna again, and by golly, I hope that line about him watching the warehouse while the cast is out and about means he sticks around as a reoccurring character. Ultraman Omega might not have a defense team, but in practice, the core trio seem like they're going to be doing a lot of the typical on-ground investigation work anyway, and obviously any group of this sort needs a mentor character to dole out sagely advice and set whippersnappers on the right course when they're feeling conflicted or unsure of themselves. Totally has nothing to do with my bias towards Ultraman Dyna.